Elvis Presley was a rock and roll legend, but he also had a legendary appetite. He loved to eat junk food, especially peanut butter and banana sandwiches, which he sometimes fried in butter. He also liked to eat bacon, eggs, biscuits, gravy, and ice cream. But his most notorious dish was the Fool's Gold Loaf, which consisted of a hollowed-out loaf of bread filled with peanut butter, jelly, and a pound of bacon. One night, Elvis was watching TV at his home in Graceland when he saw a show about a restaurant in Denver that served this sandwich. He was intrigued by the idea and decided to try it himself. He called his private jet, the Lisa Marie, and asked his pilot to fly him and his friends to Denver. He also called the restaurant, the Colorado Mine Company, and ordered 22 Fool's Gold loaves to be ready when they arrived. The restaurant owner, Buck Scott, was surprised by the call, but he agreed to make the sandwiches. He also prepared some champagne and Perrier water for the guests. He waited for Elvis and his entourage to arrive at the restaurant, which was closed for the night. Around 1:30 a.m., Elvis and his friends landed at Stapleton International Airport. They were met by two limousines that drove them to the restaurant. Elvis was wearing a jumpsuit and sunglasses, and he had a Colt .45 pistol on his hip. He greeted Scott warmly and thanked him for making the sandwiches. He then proceeded to eat one Fool's Gold loaf by himself, washing it down with champagne. His friends also enjoyed the sandwiches, but none of them could finish one. Elvis paid Scott $300 for the food and service and gave him a $50 in tip. He also signed some autographs and posed for some photos with Scott and his staff. He then left the restaurant around 3 a.m. and flew back to Memphis. He had spent about $16,000 for the trip just to eat a sandwich. The next day, Scott told the local media about Elvis' visit. The story made headlines across the country, and the Fool's Gold loaf became famous as Elvis' favorite sandwich. Scott also received many requests from customers who wanted to try the sandwich themselves. He added it to his menu as a special item, priced at $49.95. The Fool's Gold loaf was not only a sandwich, but also a symbol of Elvis' excesses and indulgences. It showed his love for food, but also his disregard for his health. It was a part of his legend, but also a sign of his downfall.